The temptation is to basically take the GCC, which is, in terms of IPP tender processes, is the most developed form of project finance. It's the most stable and easily repeated format for financing a project anywhere in the world. The clear temptation is for us to basically replicate that model in other jurisdictions, just grafting it into another country that needs to quickly deploy conventional renewable power assets. The great difficulty with that is that there are unique factors that make particularly Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia so sort of well suited to this kind of a model. Very stable government, strong sovereign strength that is effectively backing all the off-takers. So it's a certainty that lenders have and developers that they're free from counterparty risk. And I think that over time has been replicated so many times with the same players, the same developers bidding for these projects, the same banks who are looking to finance them, that over time it's just become something that's just commoditized, and that allows the governments to achieve the cheapest possible tariffs. It allows banks to find a stable financing structure. It allows developers to reduce their transaction costs because it's just so easily replicated. In Sub-Saharan Africa, we just don't have so many of these characteristics. We've talked in our panel discussion about the role that the host government has to play in this. It's not just the financial strength or lack of it of a host government, it's their ability to orchestrate a sort of a tender process in a transparent manner, giving the right messages to the developers that they need to attract. I think for banks, that they currently lack any of that certainty, and also the form of documentation even, and approach to due diligence that they can just roll out on a case-by-case basis every 18 months, for example, in Abu Dhabi or Saudi Arabia, and deliver another IPP. It just can't happen right now. So I think South Africa's done that with renewables. So that's a slightly different example. It has far less in common with Sub-Saharan Africa as we've been talking about it, and much more in common with the more developed markets in Europe and the US. Aside from that, I think this is a huge challenge facing the project finance community, and there's no quick solution or easy answer. I think we just need to get deals done in sort of any way that we can. We have to get international lenders, whether development banks, ECAs, or just pure commercial banks, investing in these projects. And we need big ticket, well advanced, respected developers to execute these projects. And on perhaps a different risk allocation and less aggressive terms than what they would use in a GCC IPP. And as panelists talked about in our discussion, it's about demonstrating a pipeline of projects. And once you start achieving that, then you build the sort of the momentum and the traction to be able to start rolling out projects on a sort of a more regular basis. That's the aspiration. But I think there's a long way to go yet until we can start actually seeing that in practice. I think it provides us with a unique opportunity in our backyard to make sure that we have the recognition as a firm amongst the community that we serve, whether that's the developers or whether it's the commercial banks, if it's the development banks or the ECAs. We have to be visible, and this offers us a unique opportunity to come into contact with everyone that forms a part of our market. It's an event that we've been involved with for a number of years. I don't see that changing. I think that we're very pleased with the array of topics, with the quality of the delegates, the mix of people that it brings, and the opportunities that it affords us to interact with these clients in a way that we can't really do in one particular gathering. So for us, more in the sort of the pure sort of project finance community, the event is very, very important.